easily confused. Can I help you with something?
Do you know a woman named Remy? She asked me to help you.
Oh, Ramay! Yes, of
Ramay.
course we know her.
She seemed concerned for your welfare.
Oh, Ramay! Ah, good soul on that woman. We went through some hard times together.
That we did, dearest. Did Ramay tell you we have enemies back in Adia?
It's true. Only a matter of time before their friends spot us in the city.
We don't want any trouble. Just to live our lives in peace. So, it's time to move on. Only it's not so easy as just walking out the door.
It never is, even in the best of times.
Aye, there's the truth of it.
First off, we need herbs.
Andra's kiss, the apothecary said. I should be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge, overlooking the massive skeleton of some beast. Dangerous place.
Yeah, you can fall through the planet there. I happen to have some Andra's Kiss on me.
Oh, well, that makes it easy. Ah, thank you kindly. If it's not too much to ask, we also need to get our land deeds for Thirdborn. We bought them through an Almaua broker in the city, but we haven't been able to get them.
Funny you should say that. I have your deed too. Like what? The quest had me get all this stuff before talking to them?
Oh, it's a miracle, love.
That it is. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough. There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
Remain silent.
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking.
Uh-oh, did I kill them already? You made a deal with smugglers?
A lot of the locals have resorted to smuggling because of our control over shipping. And we can't use Adiran ships if we're trying to hide ourselves from our countrymen. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran.
No, don't like us much.
And they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before.
So you need me to talk to them?
Yes. I'm afraid we can't pay what they're asking.
And if they knew what we were wanted for, they'd probably charge us triple.
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean... Oh, shit.
Huh. What did you do? You're wanted. Of course you are.
Yes. We're not proud of our past.
Start talking.
There's no easy way to say this.
We killed 2 people.
It was a land dispute. Things got out of hand. There was a fight.
Ha! More than one.
But in the last one, they came at us with knives.
And we were the ones who walked away.
Ran away. Across the ocean.
If everyone in the Living Lands had to answer for the mistakes of their past, this island would be as
I'm gonna be
empty
honest,
as the
I thought their
godless
crimes were
left
gonna be
it.
way worse.
Not everyone sees it that way.
Not
And
two
now we
self-defense
spend our
skills.
days praying to scan that Captain Alfear of the Steel Garrote doesn't find us.
I understand. I'll come back when I've worked things out with the smugglers.
Thank you, Envoy.
Wish more of your officials were as understanding. They'd certainly find a warmer welcome.
Alright. I hear sparkles. That reminds me, I never looked at that armor I found. Hold on, what was it? Arcanus Gambison. Oh my gosh. Plus 20 max essence, plus 15% area of effect damage. I like the stats, but... Dude, I miss having the robe on, honestly. Just keep the Blackwing armor. Makes that opening hit with the gun really tough. So this video on YouTube that said the 19-year-old Oblivion had better attention to detail in this game in 2025. I think it depends on what you're focusing on.
Town looks nice from out here.
Looks better inside.
Never setting foot on a ship in these waters. I promise you that.
Is there a transmogrify option for visuals? I don't know. I haven't seen one. Let's see. Like, for example, you mentioned Oblivion. Okay. I would say that I am finding the combat in this game far more fun than Oblivion. Oblivion, they both have lots of dialogue options when you're talking. Oblivion has a lockpicking minigame. This one does not. Oblivion has stealing. This one does not. I would say this game, it looks a lot better, and, you know, it should. It's, you know, it'd come out, like, 10 years later, but I think this game is absolutely gorgeous with how it looks. But so yeah, like, I think it's not an apples to apples comparison. It kind of depends on, like, what specifically you're talking about within the RPG. Okay, so let's see. There's something way up here we need to go to. And a cache over there. Alright, so let's go here in the northeast. So travel to that camp. There was a right-click transmogrify option. Was there? Hang on. I see right-click to hide it. Oh, I see. You right-click on a different... Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. That's pretty neat. Okay, good eye. I didn't see that.
Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
If you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
Okay, Mukluk. I'll keep that in mind.
Fior Messiverno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an animancer, that's the place to go.
You don't seem excited about seeing Fior.
A job is a job, Envoy. But not all places are created equal. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said, almost.
Fantastic. We're all going to die.
Not if you keep your head and follow my lead, you won't.
Right. Changing the subject?
You too.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation.
I didn't like seeing someone exploited by someone like Jago.
Fair enough. Still, I'm glad you were able to recognize the greater evil. Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency. I wish more of your countrymen took that view.
Good night, guy.
Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
So right now, this pistol is power attack, steal, high shock accumulation. I could change it to power attack, steal, high shock accumulation to nearby enemies, or killing an enemy has a 25% chance to cast crackling bolt, whatever that is.
You might want to consider not washing your clothes in safflower oil.
I hate to break it to you, but regular laundry is a common courtesy when you're traveling with a group.
No, it's fine. If you feel the need to wash your clothes, go right ahead. Just use something else.
Sweat and midday breezes don't count as washing, you know.
Right, so I smell like the wilderness. You people stand out like a tree rat in heat. You've been complaining about the flies, though. They're attracted to the scent of sap flowers.
Thanks, Marius. That's helpful.
Well, don't get used to it.
Let's see. Which grimoire am I using right now? Fireball, Blizzard, blah 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 blah. Okay. I guess I'm fine with that for now.
What are you grinning about?
Huh?
Alright, exit here. Oh!
Haze,
Cutscene.
mirrors, we have touched something like your dreams before.
Why do you keep showing up in my dreams?
Our roots entwine, but we cannot linger here long. We must know. A life for a life. A killer's blood billows in the drain, dead like the bear. We do not understand. Was this a mercy too?
I couldn't be sure he would stop coming for me. I wish things were different.
Eat or bleed. Rule of the wild. We know these shapes. Still. A dam broke. We wept in the dark when your soul slipped away. We feared for you, felt your agony. We could not forgive.
Okay. Save that. Might need it one day.
We bide our time. We wait. Wake now. We have tending to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got a restful night's sleep with you yelling in my head all evening. Dude, look at the water in this game. They did a nice job on that. Crisis from 2007 had better graphics and physics and generally everything. Waiting for Sky Oblivion. Crisis? That is a apples to steak comparison. They're completely different. Lockpick and a grenade. Oh, I remember this spot. This is where I got the unique flaming knife. Let's see. Is there a path through these ruins? Doesn't look like it. So I need to find a way up there. Pretty impressive you're doing so well despite being blind. Well, you know, the plank of wood on my face. Let's see what the range on this is.
Take your best shot.
Make work and roll!
Fireball.
Here. This is the path offering tolls. Everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Kaya's journal. The slim volume is warped and water-stained. A quick flip through its pages reveals that it was diligently updated for 7 years. Its last entry dated 2828, the year of Aotha's return. Is this like Skyrim? We get asked that a lot. It is an RPG with a lot of open world, and a lot of character customization options. Good story, but it is also quite different from Skyrim. I don't think it is the new Skyrim. It is a great game. I am having a lot of fun. It's not that bad. 2821, Season of Nesting Birds. After 27 hours of difficult labor, I am the mother of a coral pink squall of a girl. I will call her Mata, after my mother's sister who was carried away from us on Amira's wings last season. May she have something of her spirit as well as her name. 2823, Season of Sun Showers. Anaru presented Mata with the fishing pole, the harpoon, and the basket this morning. How anxious I was that she would choose the harpoon and spend the hot seasons away at sea, or the fishing pole and be fettered away to the town, or the basket and spend her life climbing trees. But sweet Mata turned her back on all of them and crawled into her father's lap. She will be as her father is then, a healer, and stay always near to me. Season of Ripening Koiki. Last night, Mata told her first story. It was a tale of a mighty war parrot who fought fearlessly in many battles against the terrible Naga. But though she was a great warrior, he'd always wanted to explore the islands, so when his mother wasn't looking, he flew to the top of Serpent's Crown in Nekataka. He saw all the way to Hasango. The sky went on forever, but he became scared of the heights and called for help, and his mother, the queen of the war parrots, came to rescue him. From then on, he was happy to remain a warrior. Great Aunt Mata once told me a similar tale when I was a foolish young girl determined to climb the tallest koiki tree in the village. Perhaps there is something of my old aunt's soul in my daughter after all. 2828, Season of Churning Waves. A dread storm cloud sits heavy on the horizon, and small tremors shake the land. But my girl is not disturbed. Tonight she leads the children in a performance of Nagati's Kraken Dance, as taught to us by the young women from Maji Island. We made her bracelets and anklets from shells we collected on the beach together, and she wove her skirt herself. As we near the season of her birth, I remember how when I first quickened, I told Inaru I was afraid. It is strange to look upon this tiny mind now and think I may have never known her. How strange this life of mine, how generous the gods.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that. The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed.
Why can't she enter the temple?
Kara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan. I say they are dead.
Zaddy says, are you having issues with damage numbers not showing? I'm loving the game, but I think I've got a bug. Well, like you hit an enemy and it doesn't show the number above their head? No, I have not seen that issue. I would, if I were you, I would hit escape, go to options, and go to game, and see if there's an option in there you may have accidentally checked or unchecked. And of course, try turning your game off and on if you've already tried that, if it is a bug. But I'm not familiar with that problem, no. I'm here at Ofric's request. You've got an expedition in trouble?
The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum.
What's Inquisitor Ludwin's interest in this venture?
Yeda, the expedition leader, told me it was the Inquisitor who tipped her off to this place. I guess Ludwin had squeezed the information out of some rebels she was interrogating.
A lot of that going around lately.
The old godlike who maintains the temple is supposed to have some kind of relic belonging to Aethys.
And given the Stilgarot's particular allegiances, yeah. Okay, I see the through line. I gotta say, I'm surprised there's still a temple to Aethys standing after the Saints' War. But there's no accounting for taste.
Dexterity, slink past while they're arguing.
Good thinking. If we duck out fast, they might not even notice we're gone.
Perhaps I will sneak inside while you are sleeping.
I just literally walk past them. So just a dexterity check, just walk right past. This looks fancy. Okay, so we got one of those doors that take like electric things to hit it to open it. It's already open.
That spear looks endearing, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
Free
Didn't even
spear.
have time to finish their puzzle. Whatever they were looking for wasn't just treasure.
Okay, so we got two paths here. Oh, I can't duck under that.
Right
Okay.
behind you.
That's it. Doors open.
Having an electric gun suddenly coming in handy.
last walking skeletons we'll be fighting.
Yeah, that one had
One for
moves.
us.
Book of Verses. Aidnung, the bright star, spoke, and her voice was like a clarion cry, calling his soul forth. He knew her for the right hand of the shining god and was afraid. O wanderer, hear me, she spoke. You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept, for he knew that his sins lay bare before this great illumination. Then Sargamas spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you if you will embrace him. Was this Jesus? Harmake knelt before them, then resolved to save himself and asked what he must do. And Modegund spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. What darkness lies within you that you must cast into his light? Your sins will be burned from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his keeping. So spoke Modegund, but Aidnung warned him, saying, You have walked all these years into darkness and must now return. You will find the path like treading fire, and at every step you'll be tempted to turn away, but no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. Okay. Does higher difficulty add friendly fire? No. But I will say, like, from the very beginning, the enemies that I would fight would, like the very first kobold that we ran into, or whatever it was, it looked like a kobold, he killed me in 2 hits. I was like, oh god! So it keeps me on my toes, and it's really fun for me, because, you know, I have to take everything seriously, like parrying and dodging and blocking and stuff like that.
Never seen anything
Like, if a bear looks like he could rip my head off, he can rip my head off. Very easily.
Living lands in the first place.
But you don't have to play it on this difficulty if you don't want.
Stirs here.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe Offrig's squad passed through here. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Gods. No one knew that was down
It's like
here.
upside down buildings.
Rituals. Whispers of searing light.
Zarps ahead. Just going around them. We can fight if you're feeling itchy.
Lights are on my side. Here we go. You're mine now.
And rough!
Dude, the area of effect of that blizzard spell is quite good.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
An egg. I wonder if it's better to open with the blizzard or open with the critical. Probably the critical. Is a fireball explosive damage? Bursting sphere. Science.
And rough!
It's not. It's not considered explosive damage. Okay. We need a grenade. As you can tell, chat, we are very stealthy around here.
Let's go Mukluk 21 Mukluk Pog Mukluk Bobble Mukluku.
Hey, Phoenix, thank you, dude. Really appreciate that.